This one, we're doing a dual exit conversion and we're basically just chopping the back box off. It's having a back box delete.
It absolutely rips.
Oh. Handmade, right here in the UK, in my shop. Welcome to NoFabs. Well, good morning YouTubers, welcome back to another video. Today's victim is a BMW 320i. Now we are doing something what we've done before on these. I've done a video on a 420, but that had a valve system, so a little bit different to this. This one, we're doing a dual exit conversion, and we're basically just chopping the back box off. It's having a back box delete, converting it to dual exits. So I thought the video might be interesting to some of you because you'll get to know what a 320i will sound like with a back box delete. Customer has supplied the diffuser, which I am led to believe is from Carbon Factory. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it to me. Looks like one of theirs. Let's have a look. Yeah, sweet. Looks nice. So as I've said before on previous videos, if you are looking to do this conversion, even if I'm not doing the job, even if you're taking it somewhere else, you want to get yourself a nice diffuser for your BMW, go to www.carbonfactory.co.uk. Any part on their website, use my discount code, which is NAWFABS. I'll put it up here on the screen. Use my discount code, it will get you a small discount off anything on their website. Like I say, even if I'm not doing exhaust, feel free to use my discount code. It's there to be used. Crack on and use it if you're not local to me. Yes, this guy has supplied his own, and we're going to be putting that on there today. He's having some 3.5 inch tips. I've not got them out of cabinet yet. I'll show them you in due course, but he's having some nice 3.5 inch tips. So they're not going to look too in your face. They're like an OEM plus, as I call them. They sort of look nice, but they're not too big and too boy racer. Let's get it up on ramp and let's have a listen first. Now, I've just given this a rev off camera, and to me it sounds louder than what they normally do in my opinion, but I'm not too sure if the exhaust's been messed with. We'll see. Have a listen. So this is completely stock as far as I'm aware. As I say, as you can hear, it's kind of got a bit of a noise there already, a little bit of a burble, and that, from my reckoning, these don't usually have any sound whatsoever. So let's get it up in air. Let's see if it exhausts stock to start with. Oh. Well, back box looks completely standard. Doesn't like it's ever been messed with. Give overview. Got one resonator in there, second resonator in there.
Yeah, and it sounds loud. It's got two resonators.
And a cat.
And a cat.
Yeah, cat's in as well. That's bizarre. Unsure why this sounds as loud as it does. Usually these don't really have any sound. None of these wells look like they've been tampered with, and I can't feel any squares cut out of them remote, so I don't know, guys. Don't know. Anyway, what we are doing is this. So we're going to make a cut. We'll make a cut probably right back here somewhere like that. Take the back box off. We're going to put his diffuser on. Now, the only thing I'm seeing on this one is it has got a removable tow bar. I'm pretty sure we've done them before with them, so I don't think it hinders it. Although it will be this is going to be very, very close to where the other tailpipe sits, I'll tell you that much. Hopefully that's not a problem. That does sit dripped on its face. Nice. Bit of bumper juice. Yeah, that is going to sit very, very close to where that tailpipe goes, so I'm really hoping that's not going to be a problem. We might have to give that a bit of the old modification. We'll see. Right, let's cut exhaust first, and then we'll whip the diffuser off and have a look. It's a big bore tube, isn't it? And all for a 320.
Yeah.
It's like 2.5 inch, maybe even bigger for a 320.
Definitely is a 320, isn't it?
I hope so, now. Should we check it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Which, the bigger line, yeah?
Hang on one sec. Yep, it's definitely a 320. 181 horsepower.
Yeah.
What? Thought it'd have like 120. No. 320i M Sport. Don't know, folks. Don't know. Yeah, on the bigger line, Connor. Chop it on the bigger line. It's going to be close to that tow bar, I tell you. Yep. Through there, we'll get it, but it's going to be close. I just need to come down to head height to get that clipped in. How big is that? Fingers are cold this morning. Let's see if this clips in nice and easy then with this tow bar on. I don't think I've done one with pop-out tow bar before. Sometimes with these you just have to get tabs a little bit or a pull up like that. This is one of them. Just had to get them tabs just a little bit of a bend. Just warmed them up with a heat gun and just give them a little bit of a bend. It's like it's a bit squashed from being sat on something. Oh, that one's gone in. That one's in. Ah, they're all lining up now. Go. So the answer to the question, does it fit with a pop-out tow bar? That'll be a yes. So with the diffuser installed, the next thing we need to do is we need to make a split. Now I'm not going to go over this too much detail just because I've covered it many times before on the channel. Essentially what a split is we're going from one single exhaust tube into two separate individual exhaust tubes. Now I am marking this slightly off center as we're going from one big bore tube to two small bore tubes. You'll see how this works. Next up, once we've cut those pieces, we're going to need to actually weld them both together. Now here I'm using a form of welding which is called TIG welding. Have you ever wondered what it looks like to TIG weld? Well, let me bring you POV, let me show you exactly what it looks like through the welding mask. That's looking sweet then now, so that's all welded up. Next bit's on there, that's also welded up. Now we just need to play a game of blankety blank, which is from there to there. So Connor and Carla are just going to get some dinner. I've just had mine, so we'll get on with that in a second. Let's answer a few questions, what people have been asking me. So one of the questions is, when is the guy that won the exhaust system having it done? That is a very good question, a question that I don't know the answer to. So the guy that won it, we did manage to get in touch with him. Wait, no barking. We did manage to get in touch with him, and he booked it in. Everything was all good, but then he rang up, he had to cancel because he had an operation, and that was ages ago. Never heard anything since. I've tried to get in touch with him numerous times, left him messages, so I don't really know what to do in this situation, to be honest. Obviously, he's won, so I can't do anything until I hear back from him. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, hopefully he's not croaked it. But yeah, I'll keep trying to get in touch with him, and yeah, well, hopefully we can get that done. So, don't know. That's the answer to that question. Everyone keeps asking about this thing behind me, the Can-Am buggy. Well, that is in for an exhaust system, and it will be done as soon as I can. That will be done as soon as I get a chance to. It's a good friend of mine, and yeah, we are going to rip it. We are going to make some sick content with this. I'm going to probably take it off-road and everything. We haven't actually got, well, I haven't made a plan about exactly what I'm doing with exhaust yet, but it's here, and it's as soon as I get a chance, that's done. Some people have asked about this little bike as well. This is going home today, actually. This is a Honda Mantra, and it's actually quite a rare bike. Now, I would have done a video on it if it ran, but it's not quite finished it yet. There's no petrol in it. It's not even ran engine up yet. But I have done the full exhaust system on it. Heat shield on it and that, look. And then he supplied this silencer. We've got all that on there on spring fittings with med brackets, what hold everything onto the bike. We've done a yellow one. He's got a yellow one exactly the same. I'll probably put a picture up here for you. We did his yellow one, so we tried to make it look very similar to that one, although this is like, tried to do same as the other one, but made it a little bit better. A little bit more refined, a little bit nicer. What else we got in today? We're having a little chat. This is another one here, look, we've got a Mercedes Vito that has got a massive inlet leak. Now, in case you're ever thinking about taking inlet manifold off a Mercedes Vito, don't. What a job, boys. What a horrible job. All this crap's off that. All this crap's off that. Yeah, Carl's crying today. He's spitting feathers doing this. Horrible, horrible job. You know what? Rightly so. It is a horrible job. But, well, that's his job all day, so he can spend all day doing it, can't he? What else have I got? What else am I doing? Right, I've got another job here. BMW wheel. Got 2 cracks in it. Don't like doing these. Don't like repairing wheels, but sometimes I just like to get the people out of the shit. So that's essentially what I'm doing with this. In my opinion, a cracked wheel is a scrap wheel, but sometimes you can't always get a replacement. So I always say I'll do it for people. Never consider it a permanent fix, though. I would be looking out for another wheel. Do this just to get you by. So I'll get that welded up short. In fact, that's what I'm going to do in a minute. I'll wait for Colin to get back. I'm going to weld that up. There you go, boys. There's a little insight into what's happening today. This one, as soon as Colin gets back, we'll be straight back on with this. I'm going to weld that wheel. We just had a little bit of a battle with this, trying to get it right, but we got it there eventually. Not so much any error other than our own, really. I think when we tacked this on here, pulled a little bit and it just knocked things off cock a little bit, but we've got it back right now. A little bit of tweaking, and we're right. I think one tip's a little bit further in than other, but that's exactly why we clamp them on, so we can just correct that angle, and that's that. I think the right one's actually further out now, which we were opposite way around a minute ago. But we've got it straight. Everything looks nice and level with car, which is what I always aim for. I hate it when the bars hide, but sound. Right, hangers. To bash some hangers on that, and then we've still got some welds to do yet. Try and get some footage of that for you. Got to weld that one, that one, that one, V-band, these two, tag on. Hangers, loads of welds actually. I'll try and get some footage for you of them.
And here comes the most important part of the job, where we need to make the exhaust hangers. What takes the weight of the exhaust hangs it from the car. Now here's our secret weapon. What we do is we use a piece of aluminium TIG rod, we bend it to the shape what we want, then we install the rod bender on our exhaust machine. This is simply a hydraulic pull-push ram. The portion what Connor is screwing on here, this is the rod bender attachment. Once that's screwed on, you can see this easily bends stainless steel rod. This is very difficult to bend by hand. This makes really light work of it. It's easy when you've got the right tools. Now the aim of the game here is we need to bend this piece to exactly the same shape as the template, which is exactly what Connor's doing here. And if he's done it right, when we check it in a second, it should fit absolutely perfect. And there you can see, it does. Bang right, first time. Bish bash bosh.
happened. Still a bit low at the iron this side. This side looks better than. You're going to get that one. I might have to bend this one up.
See if we'll do it now.
We'll just take one side off a little bit.
What the fuck did that just happen then?
Rock tax. Joking. Oh,
All fine.
oh.
Wow. Every single thing.
Best welder, Connor.
Wow.
In case you didn't actually see what happened there, we were trying to just bend angles a little bit just to get tips.
All 6 tacks off.
Just snapped all the tacks off. Well, we'll have to take that off now. We'll have to put it back on them tacks directly. Weld it all up, aren't we? And then have to put strengtheners on after. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, repaired broken tacks. Getting rest of it welded now. Sadly, I'm going to have to jump off on an emergency. We've just got a seal on this thing. What's let us down? We need to get one. I need one now, so I need to go and fetch one, really. I'm going to leave Connor to weld this up. Connor's going to get it back on. We're going to get some strengtheners on them hangers and stuff. Yeah, and then we'll have a sound clip when I get back. Right, let's find out then if it is a big mistake or if we've done a good job. Looks a lot nicer, I'll tell you that. Let's see what it sounds like. Being a petrol. Nice. Is it in sport, that, Connor? Sport plus. That's it, yeah. Yeah, go on. I think that sounds absolutely bang on. I think he's going to be mega happy with that. Doesn't sound horrible, doesn't sound tinny. It's got a great nice deep tone to it. A little bit of pops what you could hear before with old exhausts, well, obviously they're a lot more amplified now. Come on, get another rev. I tell you what, it ain't no M140 or 340 in this case. It ain't no 340i, but for what it is, that sounds absolutely bang on. Right, let's get out on road. Let's see what it actually sounds like on road. Right, let's go and see what this is about. Sounds good, this side. I don't know if this is like a, we've been an M Sport model, I don't know if this is like a beefed up version or a 320i. It just seems like it's got, I don't know, a lot more extras on it, like M Performance wheel and red seats. It sounds well. I don't know if this is a beefed up version. I don't know much about BMWs, folks, so you lot all know more than me. So yeah, let me know, is this, we've been an M Sport model, is this different to a normal 320i? I have no idea. In terms of exhaust, normal driving, absolutely perfect. Yeah, there's no drone, no boominess or rope. I think this is going to be the cheap mod of the century for one of these, to be honest. It's pointless doing it full exhaust system one. It's a small engine car. You're never going to get it to sound like a 340i. It's like, I think the more boxes you take out at this point, the worse it's going to start sounding. That sounds nice, deep sound, yeah. Nice little pops and burbles. I think if you start taking more out, you're just going to get horrible rasp. Yeah. But, don't know.
We did that black end, do you remember?
We did a valve system on that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that were a 4 series, weren't that? Were a 420i. Yeah. Same engine, weren't it? But same setup. Yeah. But this has got another resin, what that didn't have. That had a bullet res, which we took out, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we put something back in, didn't we?
It was downpipe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done one of these already before. We did sports cap to a valve system, which sounded well, but it were a little bit loud for customer, and they ended up putting original downpipe back on. But anyway, that's a different car, innit? This is why I do these videos, to give you a good review of what they like. A lot of people want to do this modification, very common modification. We do it so much on diesel engines, don't do it so much on petrol engines. But yeah, here's why you should. Sounds alright. We'll see you in a minute on bypass, won't we? See what it does on the old draggy. What did I say? We're really 180, didn't I?
181, yeah.
180 horsepower. Some good going, that, isn't it, from a little 320.
So it's 2 litre though, wouldn't it? So like if GTI or whatever.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not loud at all. Like, at the minute we've got back seats down and everything, and it's still not that loud. It's actually a nice car, this. I've never been a fan at red leather though. It's a bit, it's a bit too tarty for me. It looks nice, but red seats are a bit too. It's a bit girly.
Nice. I think I like it. I think it makes it
look alright if you're a blonde bird who wears red lipstick, but other than that, it's a bit girly for me.
It's a bit GTA, I think.
It feels nippy. This feels like it wants to go.
Might be mapped.
Right, well,
not that fast.
Let's see what exhaust sounds like, shall we? It's not new.
No wonder I smoke.
The exhaust is very quiet still, isn't it? Yeah. Like on boost it's very, very quiet. Like there's a little bit of noise there, but not a lot. Right, cog into top gear, manual, 7th gear, 70 mile an hour. You would not even tell it's got an exhaust system on it. Completely drone free. It doesn't get any more drone free than that. So in case you're wondering, it's completely drone free. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's gonna do amazing on drag.
No,
I reckon this is gonna be like worse than Lexus, worse than that 10. Skyline. This doesn't feel that quick. But we'll find out.
Not 10 in fact, maybe 8. 8.7.
I reckon we're in 8s. Yeah. Unless it really surprised me, like from a standstill, I think we're in 8s. We'll get it up best chance. We'll have sport, traction control. We'll get it best chance ever. Dynamic traction control, so not completely off. Otherwise I'll just wheel spin. Yeah, I'm guessing 8.
8.7 I'm saying.
8.7.
878 to be exact.
8.78.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 8.3. 8.3 something, 36. 8.36. I don't know. It's always tough. It's always tough. It's always a tough one to gauge, but we're gonna find out. Oh no, we're about to have a breakdown. Oh no, I'm gonna have to put hazards on. We've broke down. Yeah. Right, hit reset. Are we ready?
Yeah. Go.
Yep, definitely 8s.
I don't know. Oh my god, in between both of us.
We were about right, weren't we? Yeah. We were about bang on. So yeah, it's not fastest thing in the world, but exhaust, you probably heard it a little bit then. Sounds quite nice on in between gear changes and that. But yeah, sadly it is not breaking any draggy records anytime soon. What did we get? Should we just tell them? We'll write it on board when we get back. It did a whopping 8.57 seconds, 0 to 60. Now everyone always giving us crap because there was another one on there, somebody saying, oh, my old car did it faster than that. Just remember, it's up and hill. Where we test it is up and hill, 2-man deep. So yeah, just bear that in mind. If it does seem, if you've got draggy and you do it a little bit faster, well, feel free to come on down and we'll test it. But where we test it, obviously I've got to test every single car at the same spot. 8.57 seconds, 0 to 60.
It's rubbish that.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Because Lexus was 7 point and that was wet. Not icy.
So is this?
That would dry.
Yeah, but this is not on. This is on slow car leaderboard. It's 180 horsepower.
Oh yeah. So
it's not. So this is not even on.
It might be. No, it's.
What's slow? What's fastest one on there?
It might be fastest actually.
Slow car leaderboard. I can't think what's fastest one on there. It is the GTI Polo.
Yeah, it is an A beating that. That was 6.8.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dunno. Polo GTI 7.46 seconds. 9 point. Lexus faster. Did it in that. Blah blah blah. Cooper Ateca. Polo GTI stock run 7.49 seconds. Yeah, so it's going to be second place on slow car leaderboard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely not mapped.
No.
No, definitely not. She's 180 horsepower. Well, that's that then.
we've looked at our history on Draggy, and it is going to be in second place on the slow car leaderboard. So we'll get him on when we get back. I'd just like to say another thank you to all the subscribers. We are so close to 10,000, so if you do like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Let's get us over that 10,000 mark. It'll mean a lot to both of us. And yeah, also another shout out to the OGs, the channel members. Remember what I said in the last video, we are booking go-karting for channel members. If it's something you're interested in and you can get to PFI, 11th of May is looking around, it's going to be around that date, then get in the join the members, get in the WhatsApp group. Let's get it booked, lads. Let's go and have a good time. That'll be one hell of a laugh. 20 lads, PFI go-karting, bottleneck,
smashing each other around that first corner. Grand
Prix start, bottleneck straight into first corner. That's going to be chaos, absolute carnage. We'll see you on the next video.